My boy Naofumi is finally getting some freaking. He's getting good with his words, man. He just. Ooh. So, before we start, episode 10 of Rising the Shield Hero. Let's just get into it. So, this episode was great. I just seeing Naofumi just lay into the other heroes, the freaking bow and the sword hero. They've been asking for it for a long time now. Like, just going out and doing whatever the hell they want and just causing a ruckus. And then Naofumi's having to come up and, like, you know, he came up from nothing and he has to deal with all this shit. And now he has to clean up after the other heroes and get no credit for it. It's just a great moment that he finally gets to put the other heroes down and put them in their place. And they realize that Naofumi has been going around and doing, you know, good deeds and helping people and actually being a good hero. I mean, it doesn't take somebody who can slay 500 dragons to be a hero. And if they're slaying 500 dragons and it's not helping anybody at all, it's the guy who goes out of their way to help the poor, to protect the people. That's the real person who's a hero. And it really shows in this episode the kind of mindset that the sword and the bow hero are in, with just, you know, they're just thinking as a game, you know, just grinding up, just going through events, just going through flags, and just trying to grind up their levels and just trying to beat this game, you know, from the start of it. So going back a little bit, we see Naofumi he's still kind of in a little bit of a PTSD kind of state from being treated terribly by the nobles. He takes his frustration out on Melty, and it's honestly a sad scene for the viewers, because we feel bad for Naofumi, that this person Melty, who's trying to help him, was sent there by the queen to help Naofumi and to chastise the king for his rudeness towards the shield hero. And you can just see Naofumi is just riddled with hate. He hates the nobility so much. He cannot see this girl that was nice to him up until this point. He just can't get past his hatred for the nobility. And it's really sad to see poor Fido seeing her friend being scolded by Naofumi and walking off, and her master gives her no explanation for his actions. It's just a sad moment right there. It tore my heart seeing Philo actually just like get so sad about her master. It's just heartbreaking moment. We also see Naofumi is finally getting some credit, or is finally getting some backing from the people that he saved during the first wave. So we see a group of knights walk into the blacksmith, and they're like, we want to join your party. And obviously, you know, Naofumi is our stereotypical, you know, he does him, and he's mistrusting, he doesn't trust anyone, and he has to have them prove their worth, because up until this point, the only people he's been able to trust are people that he has the slave seal on, and they can't disobey him in the end. So in a way, this kind of agreement that they get into, because they eventually get the money and they buy it, and then he does the nice thing, he's like, go grab some equipment, you know, I don't need you to drop like flies. And seeing him start to lend out of hand, although he did put them through a lot of strife in the beginning, to kind of accepting, you know, other people into his fold, is a very nice thing to see now. That it's very nice to see the growth throughout these past episodes. And I'm honestly curious as to where they're going to end this season for this series. I'm guessing it's going to be, you know, the next episode is going to be about the wave, and then after that it's just something. I honestly have no clue. But we do see, on another note, we do see that the queen is most likely, she's being held captive. From the looks of it, we see that she has some secret dealings that she has to go about secretively. We also see that she might be dying, so that might also be another big plot point that comes up. Probably not, though, because I only have like 2 episodes left after this, but maybe they'll fit it in. Not too sure. What else happened that episode? We see, Naofumi's being Naofumi, and he's going and helping the people in the north, the people in the village. He's feeding them. He's just doing hero's work, and he's just being the nice guy that he is deep down. And it's just a really nice thing to see. Really, the only other big things that happens in this episode were, we see Raphtalia's feeling towards Naofumi is obviously growing, but she's self-conscious by what Naofumi says, that he's going to be leaving after he, finishes the waves, and he's going back to his world, and he's going to be leaving Raphtalia behind. That was so sad to see Raphtalia just, she wants him to stay, or she wants to be with Naofumi, and she can't, and she knows, like, deep down that Naofumi does not see her that way. And it's heartbreaking, really, to see Raphtalia that sad. And she even asked him to go to his world, but obviously Philo's got to be the little kid character, and he's got to break up the heartfelt moment. I mean, we obviously can't get too deep because, at the end of the day, the romance between Raphtalia and Naofumi is not the main, it's not the driving force behind the anime, and it's not the main focus, but it's nice to see that kind of thing going in the background, at least, and actually getting somewhere, other than just, just being like, oh, I love you, and then they get together in the end, I guess. The only other thing that happened was Philo getting her wyvern talons. Raphtalia gets a new sword, and they go into the sewers, and they kind of beat up some crocodiles, and Naofumi gets dirty and all, and it's a nice laugh. It's a nice little funny bit. But that's really it, honestly. The biggest thing was definitely that Naofumi laid into those heroes and put them in their place, and he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves. He's finally getting, he's finally to get rewarded in the end of this, and it's going to be a nice satisfaction to kind of close up the season. But yeah, if you like this kind of video, guys, definitely drop a like. Leave a comment down below how you're enjoying the series. I'm thinking about doing a video, about the anime that aired this season and what ones are good and which ones are bad, and probably going to put it on a rating scale. For the past couple of days now, I've been going through every anime that aired this season and giving it at least 3 episodes or more, and watching it and seeing how it is. And I've been reviewing all of them. I'm going to compile it into one big kind of video for people that, don't necessarily watch seasonal anime and are going to be coming back and wondering what happened in this season. So going to be doing that. Get subscribed. I have a Discord link down below if you want to come hang with me and a couple of other subscribers that are just chilling right now and talking about anime. It's a good time. As always, I hope you had a great day. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.